these words from Luke, these holy, difficult words to hear. The story of an innocent man losing his life while his disciples stand at a distance, unable to help him. One has betrayed him, another denied knowing him, denied being his disciple. All of them desert him at the hour of his greatest need. This has the making of a horrible story with a gruesome ending. We believe in justice, that justice will prevail. Where is the justice in this story? An innocent person on death row was executed for a crime he or she did not commit. He did not commit. Dateline makes a lot of money telling these kinds of stories. And we always breathe a sigh of relief when the innocent are let go. But that doesn't happen in the case of Jesus. 3 times Pilate tries to free Jesus. The Roman centurion tasked with guarding the cross after Jesus has breathed his last says, certainly this man was innocent. They all know he's innocent. Yet nothing can be done to save Jesus. Nobody is able to stop it. It is a frustrating, heartbreaking scene, but notice how Jesus responds. The first thing he says from the cross is, Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing. These words are only found in Luke. The one who is innocent forgives those who are guilty. Pilate, who was too weak-willed to save Jesus, is forgiven. The crowds who called for his crucifixion are forgiven. The guards who had beat him and made fun of him are forgiven. The soldiers who nailed him to the cross are forgiven. Did any of those people ask for forgiveness? Did any of them repent? Is confession necessary before forgiveness can be given? Could we be this forgiving as Jesus? As nails pierce our skin. Some of the earliest manuscripts of the Gospel Luke do not include Jesus' first words on the cross. Do not include Jesus offering forgiveness, which makes some wonder why the church would add these words. Why does the church need to hear these words of forgiveness from the cross? Notice the sign that's above Jesus' head. It reads, "This one is the King of the Jews." Jesus does not use his royal power to overthrow governments, but to heal a severed ear and to forgive sinners. He doesn't blame those who turn against him and unjustly kill him. He forgives them. He forgives the Romans who killed him. He forgives the leaders who turned him over. He forgives his followers who abandoned him. Jesus forgives them all as he is dying. For the people who follow Jesus, who find themselves in similar situations. Need to hear Jesus' powerful words. Father, forgive them. This story has so much to teach us. It's a story that needs even an innocent, crucified, dead man can be redeemed by our God. And working through our Wednesdays in Lent-themed Church Meet Disney, I discovered something very important about this week. Participating in Holy Week is much like going to Disney World and riding on the rides. Only going to Palm Sunday is like standing at the front gate of Disney and saying, this looks great, but I think I'm going to go back to the hotel room. It makes no sense. But Pastor, I know what the story is. We just heard it read today. Why do I need to come back and hear it again? Well, part of that is true. What about the experience of meeting Jesus in the upper room? Or touching the cross, which on the salvation of the world? Holy Week is a lot like a ride at Disney. Yeah, you know how most of the rides are going to end. They swirl around. That doesn't stop people from riding them over and over and over again. To not go to anything this week and only come back next week for Easter is the equivalent of not riding the Hollywood Tower of Terror, but still getting a t-shirt at the end of the ride saying you did it. And I know it's a big commitment to attend 2 nights in a row. I understand that, and I know that for many this is not a possibility. I get that. And I'm not saying here that God is going to smite you because you didn't attend Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday. I think the creator of the universe has better things to do than keep track of our attendance at church. But know that this week is not for God's benefit, but for your benefit alone. God doesn't need to experience this week. God went through it firsthand. This week is solely for your edification. I've been attending Holy Week services since I can remember. And every year I notice something different about the story. Something touches me in a way that I have never experienced it before. And it makes hearing the good news of Easter Sunday all that more meaningful. The sights and the sounds of this week, the sights and the sounds of this day teach us about God's nature and about human nature. We see human nature is unpredictable. Human nature teaches us to admire power and prestige. Human nature teaches us to never show weakness. Human nature has us 1 minute cheering as our Lord comes to town, and the next minute shouting, "Crucify him." God's nature that teaches us how to forgive. God's nature teaches us how to love. God's nature teaches us to offer hope and forgiveness to others, even when your time is short on this earth. Even when faith in Jesus leads you to the cross. This week we see God's nature revealed to us on the cross, and it's like nothing you could ever have imagined. Today marks the start of a week when we ponder the mysteries of our God. And we will seek to understand how a God so loving and forgiving could allow his only Son to be handed over for crimes he did not commit in order to save humanity, to save us from our sin. Please rise and join